What is up, everyone? It's Tricky572 return a chance. Today's May 8th, 2024. We're gonna hop on and do a market watch. So the first card we're gonna be starting off with is Ubel. I just typed in Ubel, so all of them came out, but I wanted to focus on Ubel, like the actual Ubel card. Looks like the legendary collection ones are at 24 listings. These are secret rare. Looks like they're around like $30 for cheapest listing. Then we have the super rares at 72 listings. Looks like these are at $15. The one I wanted to focus on though is the new reprint ones. The one from Battles of Legend. It looks like these are bumping up to the $13 price point. I recall seeing them around like $10ish dollars. We had these regular ultra rares. I know we have a silver rare too. Like I said, they were under $10 right now. They're going up to $12.99, $13.85, only 38 listings on the market. $13.95, $13.95, $13.98, heading up to the $14 price point. Let's take a look at the silver one now. I know this one also has a rare printing from Raw Yellow Mega Pack. That's around like $10ish dollars. And I think that's it. So let's take a look at the silver one. The silver one is going low on listings, 35 listings. That's kind of low to me. It was sitting around like $6 to $7, but they are starting to push up a little bit. $7.68, $8.79, $8.79, $7.80, $8.90, $9. Heading up to the $10 price point on the first page. So yeah, keep an eye out for Ubel. We do still have some more support later on this year. We have a new fusion monster that they're gonna get in the future, so I could see these potentially maybe go up even further in price. But yeah, just keep your eye out on Ubel. Next card, also part of the Ubel strategy, Dark Beckoning Beast. Looks like the common is getting a buyout, only 7 listings on the market, and the ultra rare is going up even further in price. I recall seeing these last week around like $3ish dollars. Let's see what the commons are at right now. It looks like these are starting at $3.95. $3. Once these are gone, we hit $3.99, and then we go up to the $6 price point. Take a look at the ultra rares. We have the ultra rares, 34 listings. Looks like we have the ultra rares starting at $5.09, so they're officially over the $3 mark. $5.24, $5.49, $5.95, $5.98, and $5.99. So starting to hit that $6 price point. It's a 3 of in the Ubel strategy, so I could see why they're going up. This was once a card you were able to get at below $1, around 50ish cents. So hopefully you picked up then. But yeah, if you want to pick up the Ubel strategy right now, it's gonna cost you a little bit. Next up, we have Memento. Momentoland. I'm gonna just call it Memento. Dark Blade, the collector rare. This one only has 3 listings on the market. These were sitting around like $40ish dollars. But after the new support was announced for Mementos, we're getting a new fusion monster as well as a new monster. I think an Infinite Forbidden. We have 3 listings on the market. This card is now at $75, $79, and then $150. We have sales at the $75 price point, $75, $75. We have one sale at $100, $75, $70. So these are selling. You could pick up the regular super rare though. That one is still affordable for my budget players. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring up the collector rare. Just because I played the deck, and I was just curious to see what it was going up to. Looks like the super rare is at 128 listings, and these are like 50 cents. So you don't have to worry about picking up the higher rarity. You guys can still play this one right here. Destructive Dharma Karma Cannon looks like it went up in price. We'll start off with the ultra rare from Darkwing Blast at 42 listings. This card was sitting around like $5ish dollars, but right now we have it pushing up to $8.66, $7.75, $8.98, $8, heading up to the $9 price point, $9.20 and $7.98, which is basically like 9 something with shipping. So yeah, these are officially $8 to $9. It's a pretty good trap card. I'm not really sure where it would get reprinted at. I don't see this getting reprinted anytime soon, but they might decide to throw it in the rarity collection. I don't know. I just feel like every card is up for the rarity collection to reprint. But That's just my gut, and I'm just staying away from trying to purchase too many cards at the moment because of the Rarity Collection 2 coming out in just a couple of weeks. So if this card doesn't come in there, I could see it going up even further. But now let's take a look at the Prismatic Secret Rare. It was sitting around like $4 or $5-ish. Right now we only have 20 listings on the market for this card, and we have it pushing up to $8, $8.10, $8.25, now $9.50, $9.97. So making its way up to that $10 price point on the first page. Crazy to see Destructive Karma Cannon going up that high, but it is a pretty good trap card. If you are playing like a trap heavy deck, something like Labyrinth, this is a staple that you want to have. Next up, we have Fabled Lurie for the Fiendsmith archetype. I guess a couple of weeks ago, the comments and the ones from Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1 weren't really worth that much, but right now we actually have them being worth something. We have the reprint from Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1. This is the dual terminal version. It was sitting around like under $1, but right now we have 3 listings on the market, and this card is now at $12.50, $14, and $15. So if you guys opened up Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1, go check that bulk and see if you guys could offload these. We have comments from Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1 too. I actually found some. I might need to go dig through bulk. At the time when I saw this card around like about a month ago, it wasn't worth this much, but it looks like now it is. So I'm gonna go pull it out of bulk. It was around like 50-ish cents, but right now we have 31 listings on the market, and we have listings starting at $4.19, $4.25, $4.45, $4.48, $4.49, $4.60, trying to make its way up to the $5 price point. So yeah, it's worth something now from Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1. We took a look at these, so we won't talk too much about them right now. We took a look at these on a market watch like about a month ago. But yeah, these are the ones I wanted to focus on because they weren't worth that much a couple weeks ago, but now they're actually worth something. So keep an eye out for Fabled Lurie from Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1. We have Union Hanger. I wanted to focus on the Secret Rare versions because we did get announced some new, I think it was ABC support last night. And so it looks like the Secret Rares are kind of getting a buyout. We still have Super Rares and Commons available. Rares also available for my budget players, so you guys don't have to worry about picking up the Secret Rares. But they are starting to go low on listings. We have the Secret Rare from Speed Duel, the Speed Duel set at 16 listings currently. This card was sitting around like $2 to $3-ish, but right now we have listings going up to $4.49, $3.86. Then we hit $7.99, $7.99, $8, $8, $7.25, and $8. So basically like 4xing almost in price. We have the Secret Rares from Battles of Legend at 21 listings. These are also bumping up a little bit. They were sitting around like $3-ish, $4-ish. Right now we have $4.45, $4.99, $4.99. So make its way up to the $5 mark, $4.49, $4.50, $5.78, $5.99, and $6. I could see these potentially going up even further in the future the closer we get to the release of the ABC support. I haven't seen what it could do. I read some of the card effects and it's pretty cool, but there's no telling if it's going to become like a meta contender or like a rogue slash tier 2 strategy. But if it does end up doing good, these could potentially go up even higher. I would probably pick up the Secret Rares from the Speed Duel set because these Speed Duel cards tend to go up pretty high. But that's just my opinion. Let me know down below how you guys feel about Union Hanger. We have Nightmare Apprentice next. This card was sitting around like the $20-ish price point upon its release, like $20, $25-ish. But right now we have it pushing up even higher, 31 listings on the market. It looks like this card is now at $37.99, $37.99, $40, $40, $41.48, $41.49, and basically a $40 card now. I guess people finally saw that this card had potential because it is a searcher for the Illusion Monster archetype. And so the more illusion monsters we get later on in the future, the more this card will be used because it is a searcher for an illusion monster, so it has a lot of potential to go up, and it's from Legacy of Destruction, so it has plenty of time to grow in price since this is probably not going to get a reprint until like next year. So let me know down below how you guys feel about Nightmare Apprentice, and if you guys could see it continuing to go up even higher in price, or is this the highest it's gonna be at? I honestly feel it could possibly go up to like the $60 price point. Maybe in a couple months, we'll see what happens. Lightsword Dragon Link, another card that's been going up slightly. These were sitting around like $15-ish upon its release, $15-ish. Right now we have 62 listings on the market, and they're trying to push up to the $20 price point. We have $18.69, $18, $19.49, $19.50, $18.59, $18.54, and then $19.89 on the first page. So yeah, pushing up to the $20 price point. I've seen a couple tier element Lightsworn builds, top recent events, but there hasn't been too much representation of Lightsworn tier elements. But that could change up later on once more people figure the deck out. The cards are pretty new, so it's going to take some time to figure out and try to make them do something in the meta. So maybe this card could go up, maybe it could come down. I just bought them because I was going to play with them. I'm not really too concerned about them going up or down. But let me know down below how you guys feel about Lightsworn Dragon Link. And if you guys can see it continuing to go up even further, or is it going to come back down in price? Another card that's part of like the Lightsworn tier element strategy is M3 Glory of Horus. Because basically this little Horus engine lets you get into the vampire zombie, and lets you mill cards from the deck. So this card was sitting around like $47 to $50 back at the beginning of April. Right now we have it at 42 listings. We have listings starting at $62.65, $62.99, $63.29, $63.99, $65.80 on the first page. It is part of the Age of Overlord set, so this card is probably going to get a reprint in September, which is May, June, July, August, September, like 4 months from now. But I could see it continuing to go up a little bit further in price, maybe hitting that $70 mark. Even though it is getting a reprint, players are going to want to play this card at their for regionals, their locals, and for NAWCQ this season. So just keep an eye out for M3 Glory of Horus. If you do want to play it, I guess pick it up before it goes up even further. But if you're not gonna play it, I would say sell it off before September comes in and gives us that reprint. Promethean Princess Bestower of Flames, going up in price. This was sitting at a low price point of like $16-ish, $17-ish. 83 listings on the market. Right now we have it pushing back up in price to $24.97, $24.98. $24, $23.77, $24.49, and then $25.75 on the first page. Let me know down below if you guys can see Promethean Princess going up even further in price, or is it going to stay at this $25 price point? I don't think I remember seeing it above $25. Was it? Oh yeah, it was around $40 upon release, and then it settled down to like the $30. So maybe it could hit that price point again. Snake Eyes is the top deck of the format again, so maybe players are gonna pick. I think they play 2 of these up. They're gonna pick their copies up for the competitive season right now, so maybe it could come back up to that $30 price point. Diablo, the original Sin Keeper. So this card was actually hyped up on pre-release. It was like pre-selling for like $70-ish, but then it came down to like $20 upon release, and it kept going down after that. I think it might be a good pickup. 160 listings. This card is at $15.89, $15.90, $15.94, $15.95, $14.96, $15.97, and $15.99. I like its effect. It says your opponent must set spell and trap cards before activating them. If a spell or trap becomes set on the field while this card is in the monster zone, you could target one card you control and one card your opponent controls and destroy them. So it kind of serves as a floodgates in a way for your opponent's spells and traps. And it lets you basically kind of interrupt them. So if they want to activate something like a Dark Ruler, they would have to set it, and then you could pop this card and the Dark Ruler, right? If a spell or trap becomes set on field while this card is in a monster zone, you could target one card you control, which would be this one, and one card your opponent controls and destroy them. So yeah, it could kind of interrupt them in a way. I think it's a good card that's being slept on. It's only at $16-ish. It's not as strong as the Both Star, what is it, Dark Witch, but it could come up later on. It could probably see some more play in the meta in the future. So at $16ish, I think it's a good pickup. $15ish, I think it's a good pickup, and I could see it going up in price. But let me know how you guys feel about Diablos, the original Sin Keeper, and if you guys think it's a good pickup as well. Metal Ronus from Legacy of Destruction. I know it was kind of going low on listings. This card is at 38 listings, and it's also going up in price. This is a super rare. Right now we have it at 35 cents, 50 cents, 78 cents, and then pushing up to $1, $1.46, $1.55 on the first page. Its effect says target one face-up non-token monster your opponent controls. Special summon one monster from your hand, deck, or extra deck that has two or more of the same type, attribute, and or attack, but negate its effects. And if you do, negate the targeted monster's effects. Also, after that, if these monsters have the same name, you can banish both face down. So maybe it could be something to like get rid of like a Fenrir, since a lot of people are playing Fenrir. You could banish their Fenrir and I guess your Fenrir too. Your opponent cannot activate the targeted monster's effects in response to this card's activation. So it's just a good form of like removal, especially since a lot of the top decks right now are Diabostar, Snake Eyes. A lot of mirror matches could probably use this to go against each other to get rid of monsters like on the field and stuff. So I could see why it's going up in price. But let me know how you guys feel about Metatronus. And if you guys think it could go up even further in price, right now it's like $1.50. Maybe it could push up to the $3 price point. It's one of those cards that, one of those tech cards, I guess, that's being used in a mirror match. Next up, we have Dragon Maid. So I heard a couple Yugi tubers talk about Dragon Maid going up in price. I know Chamber was always up in price, so we're not gonna look too much into Chamber. Kitchen Dragon Maid looks like it's at 17. We have the Secret Rare Dragon Maid Welcome. Looks like this one's at 17 listings. So let's take a look at this one since it's low on listings. We had this card sitting around like $4-ish back in March. Right now we have it pushing up to $8.53, $8, $8.80, $8.99, $8.98, heading up to the $10 price point. So let me know how you guys feel about Dragon Maid cards. Why is it going up in price? I'm not really sure why. I heard that this one, Laundry Dragon Maid, was going up in price because it was used on like a trap deck or something like that. It says if this card is normal or special summon, you can send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. At the start of the battle phase, you can return this card to the hand, and if you do, special summon one level 7 Dragon Maid monster from your hand or graveyard. You can only use each effect of Laundry Dragon Maid once per turn. I think it was used in like some sort of trap deck. This card has how many printings? It has 2 printings. Super rare being the highest rarity from Mystic Fighters. It's at 18 listings. This card was sitting around like $2-ish, but right now we have it pushing up to $7, $8.50, $9, $9, then $11 right here on the first page. So yeah, this card has gone up in price. It does have another version from Premium Gold Rare. Maximum Gold, I mean. It's a Premium Gold Rare. 94 listings on the market for this card. I should have some of these because I opened a bunch of Maximum Gold. Right now, this card is worth $175, $175. Actually, that's heavily played. $175, $179, $187, $195. So pushing up to that $2 price point. Do we have any big walls? No big walls on the first page. So that could probably go up pretty soon after these get bought out. So just keep your eye out on Laundry Dragon Maid. Let's take a look and see if we have any more Dragon Maid cards we want to take a look at other than Laundry Dragon Maid. I think it was part of a trap deck or something like that I saw. Let's see. We took a look at Dragon Maid Welcome. I guess we could take a look at Dragon Maid Lore Bar. 19 listings. Looks like this one's going down in price, but let's see what it's at. 20 listings, actually $9.95, $9.88. It's $7.99. No, that's actually 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. $13 with shipping. So yeah, after these are gone, these under $10 copies are gone. They hit $13. $13 on the first page. Mystic Fighters doesn't have a reprint, only one printing available for that card. We have Dragon Maid Parlor Dragon Maid, 33 listings. It's a super rare. Looks like this one hasn't moved too much. This one's sitting at $5.99, $5.99, $5, $6.51, $6.87 on the first page. It does have another printing that comes in. Maximum gold. I should have some of these too, so I'm gonna go take a look and see if I could get rid of some. Looks like these are at 85 listings, 175, 170, 190. Once these under $2 copies are gone, we hit 210 and then 349, 250, 374, climbing up to 395. I definitely think I have some of these, so I'm gonna go dig through my bulk later and offload these while the hype is up for Dragon Maids. And if you guys could think of the reason why Dragon Maids are hyped up, let me know down below. The only one I know about is the Laundry Dragon Maid that was, like I said, part of that trap card deck. So that's the only one that I know of. Premium Gold Rare House Dragon Maid looks like it's also like around $2-ish. But after that, it looks like all of these are under $1. So yeah, that's all we have for Dragon Maid. The last set of cards I wanted to talk about is Marince's. So we did just get an announcement that we have a new Trickstar monster. And basically that Trickstar monster is... Actually, I'm going to just post it up here once I find the image. But the Trickstar monster is treated as a Marince's card. And it lets you, if it's used as link material, it lets you look at your opponent's hand. It says if this card is sent to graveyard as link material, you can look at your opponent's hand and all other set cards. I think that's a pretty good what do you call it, card support for Marince's, because it's a Trickstar monster, but it's treated as a Marince's monster for some reason, which is weird, but I'm not gonna argue about that as long as it helps my deck out. So I wanted to take a look at some of these Marince's cards before the buyout happens. Let's see if anything changed while we were talking. Nope, nothing has really changed. So Marince's Dive I could see going up, so come in and pick these up before they go up even higher. They're around like $6-ish. I remember picking some up around like $3 to $4, but I could see these pushing up to $10 once more people find out about that new Trickstar monster. What else is good here? Marince's Spring Girl I could see continuing to go up in price because there's only one printing for this card. It's a super rare. What else do we have? I think that's just it. Yeah, I think that's it. A lot of the other Marince's stuff has plenty of reprints available, so I don't see it going up too much in price, except for like the higher rarity stuff could possibly go up. But the ones I would probably pick up before the hype comes in is Marince's Spring Girl and Marince's Dive. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's Market Watch. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return Chance. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.